lesson number 1. So I know we were getting prepared for a concert, and I know you know a lot of this stuff, but what I want to do is I want to review really fast for people who, 1, may have forgotten, 2, need a little bit of clarification. So, this says stiff, right? Picture what a stiff looks like in your head. Now, I can't hear you, but you can tell me what that is called. If you said treble clef, you are correct. Treble clef is used when when an instrument plays higher notes. It's for higher pitched instruments. Good. What is this one called? This next thing right here. If you said time signature, you are correct. Time signature tells us how many beats are in the measure, right? Good for you. Let's keep going. We're doing quick review here. Good work. The next thing on our staff is this thing. What is this thing called? This thing is called a bar line. Did you get that right? Good for you. All right, last thing. What is this really skinny thing called right here? Tells us that the music is done. It's finished. It is called a double bar line. Aha, very good. Okay, good. So, did you get all those right? Good, let's keep moving. Now, the next thing that I want to review is our types of notes. Not the letter notes, the types of notes. Is it a quarter note? Is it a half note? Is it a whole note? Let's do some review. This one is called a what? Quarter note, good job. This one, think about it first in your head. Did you say half note? Good, how many beats does a half note get? Show me with your fingers. Did you say 2? Awesome. Good for you, keep moving. Up here, we have a what? Did you say whole note? Good, show me with your fingers. How many beats does a whole note get? Good, very good. Now, our topic for today is a brand new type of note. Now, the type of note that we are going to be talking about is called the 8th note. Now, the 8th note can either look 2 ways. It could be a single 8th note or it can be a double 8th note and be connected by a beam. Now, the way that we're going to learn this is, I have a question for you, I guess I'll say, is does the 8th note get more than 1 of a beat or less than 1 beat? What do you think? What do you think? If I can beam them like this, what do you think? So if you said less than 1 beat, you are correct. An 8th note gets half of a beat. So what note could we assume we're cutting in half? What note? If there's a beat that's 1, right? If there's a note that's 1 beat and we're cutting it in half, what note is that? Oh, it's a quarter note, right? So the quarter note is right here. Now, I'm showing you this. This is something that I used when I was a kid too, and trying to remember how all of the notes fit into each other. So this is called a flow chart, or a flow tree, maybe something, and they use it a lot in math to show how things are being broken down. So the way that I want to explain this to you is we're going to start with the note that gets the most beats, right? Which is the whole note. Good job. We can break the whole note up into 2 notes, I'm sorry. We have a half note and a half note. 2 plus 2 is 4. Does that make sense? Okay. So, we can continue to break down the half note. Now, if we continue to break down the half note, we can break it up into 2 parts. Breaking up 2 is 1 and 1. So we have 1 beat and 1 beat, a quarter note and a quarter note. We can break that down even further. And we can say that this is an 8th note and this is a single 8th note. Single 8th notes get half of a beat each, okay? So now I can ask you a question like this. How many half notes can we fit into a whole note? If you said 2 half notes, you are correct. You can fit 2 half notes because we're adding 2 plus 2 is 4, which equals our whole note. How many eighth notes can I fit in a quarter note? How many eighth notes can I fit in a quarter note? If you said 2, you are correct. Do you see how these branch into a quarter note? Yeah, do you see that? Good. How many eighth notes can I fit in a whole measure? So 4 beats. How many eighth notes can we fit? Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We can fit 8 eighth notes into an entire measure, okay? Now, you may say, well, Miss Caviglia, that's great and all, I can do math if you need me to, but how do I apply this to music? So, I'm glad that so everyone should be able to answer this question. How do we count rhythms in my classroom? Think about what we do in recorder when we're counting rhythms. Good. So the way that we count rhythms or eighth notes here, we use this special sign and. It looks like a plus sign, right? So like 1 and 2. So the way we're going to count this is we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. What's this fancy thing all the way at the end? What's this called? A repeat sign. Good job. Come back to the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Get your claps ready. Here we go. 1, 2, do it with me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Repeat with me. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. Now, let's try this one. Here's our next rhythm. Here's our next rhythm. Ready? Use the numbers down here if you need them. 1, 2, clap with me. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Repeat. Ready? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Very good. One more. One more for you. Here we go. Use the numbers if you need to. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Repeat. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Very good work. Now, what we're going to do is play some eighth notes now. So your job right now, what part of your assignment right now, oh, hello, little hair, is to create an instrument that we can use over the course of the week. So what I want you to do is create a shaker of some kind. I want you to go throughout the house, find some cups, find some beads, find some dried out pasta. Be creative. But what I want you to do, here's the challenge, is you only get 10 minutes to make this shaker. So what you're going to do is you're going to pause this video once I'm done giving directions. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pause this video and go find things for your shaker. Now, what I did was I went through in my house and I found a couple of cups, and I actually ended up putting some sugar at the bottom of it, and I duct taped it, or packing tape, whatever this is. So this is going to be my shaker for now, okay? Don't be alarmed if I have different shakers in different videos. I'm getting creative. I'm showing you things that you can do as well. Okay, so you now have 10 minutes to go make your shaker, decorate it, do whatever you want with it, but stay in those 10 minutes. Put a timer on, 10 minutes. That's all you have. Ready? Go. Okay, got your shakers? Great. Now what I want you to do is I want you to perform the rhythms with me. Listen first. I'm going to do it for you. Here we go. We're starting here. 1, 2, listen first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Repeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. In continuum, meaning all together, it's going to sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? Do it with me. 1, 2, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. Let's do the next one. Listen first, then you play. Listen first. 1, 2, here I go. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Your turn. Ready? Here we go now. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Good. Here we go. Last one. Last one. Here we go. So me first. Listen first. 1, 2, here I go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Ready? Your turn. 1, 2, here you go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Now, if I caught you and you didn't say the letters while you were doing the rhythm, go back and go practice them again. Make sure you're saying all of the syllables, and all the numbers. Make sure you're saying all of them and you're doing the right rhythm. Okay? Feel free to replay this video as much as you need to. When you are done, you are going to close out of it and go answer some of the review questions that I'm posting in the form underneath this video. Okay? See you guys later.